So, it's the 3rd of the month, which means today's review is sponsored by my lovely Patreons, being the 3rd of the month like Huso Wellenius, and not Nintendo, because they're the exact opposite and try and block everything I do because Nintendo can't stop content ID and stuff. Can you just stop? Please! Reggie! You're letting ADOX upload this shit, you let Pro Jared upload. Can you just stop with this? Stop it! Tell Kimishima, stop it! Stop, remove it! Stop! So, there'll be no visuals in this episode. It's just gonna be talking. It's only a quick review, so it doesn't matter, but just stop! So yeah, today's review, being the 3rd of the month, is sponsored by my lovely Patreons, like Huso Wellenius, and there is a link below if you would also like to try and support the channel more than you do, but you don't have to. For now, let's dive in. So, just go and watch my full Wii U version review, which I'll add an annotation to right now. This is just kind of a quick addendum to that, so I'm not going to cover it all over again. So go watch that one first for all the major details. Watched it? Okay, let's move on. So take everything I said and apply it to this review. Only take one more point off because it runs like absolute shit. As everybody knows, this was Zelda U. It was solely made for the Wii U and was ported to the Switch at the very last minute. Some, like Haydox, have even brought this up.
Development began on the Wii U and shifted to the Switch after an email the team got from Aonuma, which, by the way, is kind of hilarious. Imagine working hard on this expansive game, and all of a sudden you get a casual email from the director telling you that it has to come out on 2 very different consoles.
So, during the limited time I had with the Switch version, I saw a few frame dips. Only a few. Don't get me wrong, they were bad. Like, down from 30 all the way down to 10. But then, last night, in my review, people were asking if the Wii U version ever froze. Now, I've had the Wii U version for about 50-60 hours now, and I've hardly ever seen any frame dips on the Wii U version, let alone freezing, as it was built for the Wii U, so it was optimized for that system. When I asked about the freezing, I was linked to Game Explain's video, and there was this.
Also, while the game generally runs at a mostly smooth frame rate with occasional hiccups, there were several instances where it would really start to chug, and sometimes even grind to a complete halt for a few seconds, making me think that the game froze. Thankfully, those really were the exception, and the frame rate otherwise wasn't much of a problem, but those issues do rear their ugly head every now and then.
Holy shit! I knew from personal experience that the Switch version run worse, but it can outright freeze on the Switch version? Wow. That's bad. Like, that's really bad. And it really does show that this game was not intended for the Switch and was little more than a rushed port that is now going to suffer because of this. So, my final verdict for the Switch version of Breath of the Wild is a less than favourable 3 out of 5. It's still got all the great stuff that I brought up in the Wii U version of this review. And like the Wii U version, 1 point was knocked off for the season passes and day 1 DLC stuff, but secondly, a second point had to be knocked off for this piss poor optimization. As outright freezing, oof, that's gonna piss off a lot of unknowing consumers. So, if you can, get the Wii U version. The Wii U version is better optimized than the Wii U version is the superior version. If you don't have a Wii U and the Switch is your first console, well, it's a good game, but just prepare to put up with subpar optimization and very bad frame rate issues.